Today I'm not talking about makeup and I'm not talking about wigs, but welcome to my channel. I want to talk about, as we get older, things that we were not told about, things we were not expecting, and kind of like what that's like going through it. I am now in my mid-60s, and I would say that I'm always surprised by new things popping up. About 3 years ago, my ears started having a lot of problems. I was getting ear infections and they would start itching inside a whole lot. And I'd go to the ear, nose, and throat doctor and they would, treat my ears. If I had an infection, they'd give me medication. They'd clean my ears, vacuuming them out. They told me I had eczema in my ears. And that was so new to me because I never had eczema of any kind. And that was about 3 years ago. And just recently, by pure chance, I discovered that is a symptom of getting older. A lot of women have itchy ear canals caused by their mucus kind of drying out because they don't have a lot of estrogen like when we were younger. Surprise! I'm like, oh, I'm not the only one. And oh, that's why it's happening. That was a huge surprise to me. And many of you probably have had that experience too. Kind of irritating, literally, literally irritating. Another thing I noticed is when I went through menopause, which was so easy for me, at 51, went through it, was done, smooth sailing, none of your typical stereotypical textbook symptoms other than I just was done. But around that time, I noticed my midsection, my pants were beginning to be uncomfortable there, and my legs were getting skinnier, and it seemed like the flesh or the fat on my thighs started inching up to my waist. Well, now, about 14, 15 years later, I've noticed I have been eating the same as always, exercising the same as always. I have fairly skinny legs now and kind of a blubbery midsection in comparison. And it seems to be getting even a little more so. And I'm like, whoa. I mean, I heard about that, but experiencing it it's odd. If you've experienced it, put it in the comments. And so I also noticed, in my case, feeling weaker. I was very strong getting up and down off the ground, and in the last few years, it's been harder to do, and I just feel weaker in general. So I never ate a whole lot of protein, but I've been researching and how to stop this weakness as you age. And they say resistance exercise and weight-bearing exercise and eating more protein. So I'm trying to up my protein. I have noticed, since I'm trying to put protein in every meal of the day, I've noticed feeling a little bit stronger and have been challenging myself to get up and down more and doing stuff like that. Let's see, what else? There's just so many things. Now, I'm sure there's more surprises coming as I'm getting older. And if you're older than me, please give me a clue. What more can I expect? I kind of feel like when I was a little girl becoming a teenager, there was this whole amazing transformation that happened and these interesting little things that happened as I was going through that transition from child to teenager. And this is similar. It's similar to me. It's a sensation of, okay, this is natural, but I'm experiencing it for the first time, and it's interesting, and it's something I'm observing kind of from the side, and yet also it's happening to my physical being. Let's see, what else can I share? I'm still sleeping well. I hear that can be a problem as you get older. And what I do is I occasionally take a hot bath before bed, and I like wearing socks to bed. And I have read that these are things that help you sleep better. I was doing them even before I read that, which might explain why I've been called the queen of sleep. I sleep really well. When I was younger, I used to sleep 8 hours. Since menopause, I've been sleeping more like 7 hours, but I feel totally refreshed, which is a great way to feel. Let me think. I haven't noticed a whole lot of other changes that I can think of, other than, yes, my hair has gotten thinner. Probably around the time I was 50, I remember realizing my ponytail was not as thick as it used to be. And I went to the doctors, and that doctor gave me like tests for my thyroid, etc. It was fine. But apparently that's just something that happens as you age, which is, it's a good thing I sometimes do wear wigs, because I guess if it gets even thinner, it's just nice to have thicker hair to style. And what else? My fingernails, they have changed, kind of texture. They're almost more shiny, but thinner, weaker, although they're shiny and feel pretty good and slick. Other than that, they're thinner. They do break easier, or they'll tear unexpectedly, which is interesting. My teeth, doing good so far. My mom told me take good care of your teeth, and I am. And yet I'm being more particular about making sure to have them checked up, flossing, using fluoride rinses, which is fairly new for me to do. Trying to think of anything else. Can't think of anything else right now. So I've been talking a little over 7 minutes. Please put in the comments what you have experienced. If you're older than me, what I can expect to experience that surprised you as you were getting older. And if you're younger than me, have you heard about things like itchy ears, or being an olive on toothpicks, meaning a kind of a wide tummy and skinny legs? So life is fun. I love it. It's wonderful. But let's talk about these things and tell me all about yourself. So I hope to see you in the future, and bye.